Greetings, fellow KBS listeners. This is Jeff Bolognese from Baltimore, Maryland, with another Tech Tips video supplement, this time on adding yourself to the KBS World Radio Listeners Map on Google. A couple of years ago, I created a map on Google Maps in order to see where in the world the various listeners of KBS World Radio English Service were located. To date, we have about 20 people on that map, but I was thinking that maybe we could see if we can bump that number up a little bit more, because I know there are a lot more KBS listeners out there. So let's see how we go about doing that. Here I am on the Google page. I'm logged into my Google account now, which is why you see all these various options up here. And in order to be able to access the Google Maps to edit them, you'll need to be able to have an account. To view the maps, you won't necessarily need to have that. You can view them with just without having a Google account. But if you want to add yourself to the map, you'll need to do that. So here I am on the Google Maps page. As typical, Google Maps is showing me where I'm located roughly, which is Halethorpe, Maryland. I know I say Baltimore, but that's a lot easier to spell than Halethorpe and Maryland, so that's why I say that. Baltimore is just up the road for me. I'm going to enter in the address of our listener map. It's rather complicated. Please don't try to copy it here. I'll put a link to it on the KBS World Radio Listener message board, as well as the Facebook page, and in the transcript to the December 29th Tech Tips. So look for it there. Here's the map. I can kind of scroll around the world, and you'll see these blue markers here marking all the locations of listeners, and the yellow marker here, which is marking the location of KBS World Radio. If I scroll down here, I have a listing of all those people, and we have about 20 people listed there now. If you would like to add yourself to the map, what you'll need to do first is to edit the map. A nice big red button here. I click on that, and that gives me various options, including changing the title and description. Please don't do that. And then it also gives you the ability to add yourself. So I am going to go and zoom in on where I work, just so I can add a place here. Here's where I live. Fortunately, I don't work too far from there, so I will zoom in to that location here. And I'm going to put my mouse over the spot, and I'm going to right click, which brings up this little window here. And one of those options is add a place mark, and that's what I'm going to do. In the title, I'll put my name, and a brief description of the location. And this is the town that's in, Greenbelt, Maryland. Hit OK, and voila. Now, if I want to edit this or move it around, I have the option to just mouse over here and drag the placement marker a little bit. If I click on it again, I can bring up that text box, and I can add a little bit more detail. Click OK, and it's ready to go. I look down at the bottom, and there I am. If I'm not happy with this and I want to get rid of it, once again, I just click on it, and you'll see that I have the option to delete, and I can do that as well. I can undo that too. Please be careful if you're actually deleting or editing things that you're actually editing your own stuff. After you've added or edited or deleted, you'll want to hit the Save button, and then Done, and now the map is ready to go again. If you go on the map here and click on anybody's name here, here's one that I'm sure you're familiar with. There's Kevin O'Donovan. I click on that, and that brings up his location here, and I can use this to zoom out so you get a better view of where in New Mexico Kevin's living, where in the United States. And I can scroll out to see the entire world here and where everyone is located. So that's all you need to do in order to edit yourself on Google Maps. If you're interested in putting yourself on the map but you don't have a Google account, please feel free to send me your name and your location. That could be your address, or it could just be your first name and your country, whatever you're comfortable with, and I will be sure to add you to the map. Best way to reach me is at kbstechtips.wordpress.com, and just leave a message there. And until next time, this is Jeff Bolognese saying take care and stay connected.